In today's video, we will review how you can use your Clubhouse Online website and your Jonas Encore POS system to allow online orders for wine and groceries. Let's first look at the website, and we'll show you how the member would place an order. Once the member logs into your website, they would go to your online ordering page and select an outlet to order from. In this case, I'll choose wine and groceries. After choosing wine and groceries, they can then select from a menu of items that the staff has made visible to the members to order from. Once they select an item to order, they can then specify a quantity to order and add it to their cart. Once they've added it to their cart, they can continue shopping and select another item. And as you can see here as an example, when I choose a loaf of bread, I then have to select what type of bread I would like. And certain types of bread then have an upcharge, such as rye being an extra 50 cents. Once I add the type of bread that I want, then I can add it to the cart. Once I'm done shopping, I then just want to click on my cart. I have the chance to enter any notes and an order type. In this case, it's going to be pickup. And I can enter notes such as pickup at 3 p.m. and then submit the order. Once that order has been submitted successfully, it will then place it into the Encore POS system, where a staff member can process the chit and let the member know that it's ready for pickup. Where that chit will be created is in point of sale, under tasks in the online ordering queue. The staff member would open up that queue and process the chit and let the member know that it's ready for pickup. Now let's back up a second, and we'll show you how to set this up to allow those orders to happen for wine and groceries. The first thing to consider would be the email settings in order to send an email confirmation to the members about their order. To make sure that this is set up and configured properly, we're going to go to Point of Sale, go under Setups, and go to POS Settings. Under POS Settings, there's a tab for Email Settings, where we can define the from email address, the sender's name, the subject of the email, and then we want to attach an online order form. If for any reason we need to customize this form or create a new form, that can be done under the System Administration module in our Forms Designer. Once you've set up these options, you want to make sure to send a test email to make sure it goes through successfully. If for any reason the email fails, you'll want to check with your IT professional and make sure that your SMTP server settings are configured properly. If the email goes through successfully, we just want to save and then move on to the next step. The next step would be to consider the sales items that we're going to offer online. Under Point of Sale, in the Setup section, where you create sales items, just like you would for your regular point of sale system, we would create the items necessary for online ordering. In this example, you can see I've created the loaf of bread that you saw the member ordered online. And one thing we want to point out is the prep options. So under Point of Sale, under Prep Options, this is how we linked the prep options for the loaf of bread to offer the different types of bread with their upcharges. So if you're familiar with the Jonas point of sale system, you'll already know how to set up these prep option groups and prep options and link them to the sales items. And that's what triggers it to show online with those prep options and force the member to choose the type of bread. Once you have created all the items as available in your point of sale system, then we're going to go to Point of Sale, go to Setups, and go to Online Ordering. This is where you create the outlet for wine and groceries to be available online. If that outlet is not already there, you would simply click New and create the outlet. It requires you to enter an outlet code, a description, an online label, an online description. Then you need to enter a user, and this user is the one that the POS chits will be assigned to in the online ordering queue. Next, we can decide whether these orders go directly to the printers. So if these are hot items that need to be prepared, we might want them to go to the printers, whereas if these are more cold items that are just for pickup, we may not want them to go to the printers. So that's a decision that needs to be made there. Next, we can decide whether we want prices to be displayed or not. If you do not want them to be displayed online, you would check the box, Do Not Display Price. Next, we have options for the default order type, second order type, and third type here. So we offer different order types such as eat in, to go, and pickup. For something like groceries, we're simply going to use pickup. Next, we can define an image, and this is the image that shows on the online ordering page when the member selects an outlet. As you can see here, I've got an image of groceries And on the website, when the member selects an outlet, that's the image that shows here. Once you assign an image, now we want to go to scheduling. And this is where you define the dates and hours that online orders are available to the members. The first thing you do is add a schedule range. And if your hours vary by time of year, you can add multiple schedule ranges here with multiple date ranges. In my case, I just have January 1st to December 31st, and I've told that schedule to recur every year. Once you have your date ranges defined, you just need to create the blocks of times that are available on each day of the week. To do that, you just highlight a block of time, right-click, and assign a schedule. And that's where we'll create this block, as you can see here, from 9 to 8 by highlighting that time, right-click, and assign schedule. If you need to highlight multiple days at once, you can hold Control and Alt on your keyboard at the same time, and that'll allow you to highlight across multiple days and assign a schedule to all of those days you've selected. Once you've defined those hours, you simply want to close that screen, and now we can move on to Edit Menu Setup. This is where you build the menu that's available to the members. In this case, you can see I've got my daily features and my baked goods and so on. If I needed to add another menu group, I would just click Menu Group. And let's say I want to create red wine. Fill out all the applicable fields. Press OK. And now I would have a menu group for red wine. Then I can go to the left side of the screen in my sales item database and select from those items to add to that menu group. Once I find the item that I'm looking for, you simply drag it and drop it onto that menu title. And that's what's going to place it into that menu on the online ordering system. Once I've placed it in that menu, I could also double click on the item and give it any specific settings that I want to show online. For example, I could assign an image. If I want to select an image to assign to this item, I click Select Image, and then I go to the image I want, double click on it, and that'll assign that to the item online. And that's the image that shows when the member goes to order that item, that image will display online. Once you have created all of the items and menu groups that you want to display online, then we're going to hit Close on the screen. And the final step is to review the email notification settings under this tab. This is where you can define an email to be sent to staff members. So if you had a staff member named John Smith, we could put in his email address and a note, and now he will get copied on any orders that come in from the website so that he's aware of them and then can process the chit in the point of sale system. Once we've configured all of those settings, we're now going to click Save, and as long as that outlet is active, it will now show online during the specified schedule, and the members will be able to order from this outlet. And that's how you can set up your online ordering system for wine and groceries. If you need any additional information, please contact Jonas Support or your Jonas Professional Services Department.